When I look at LumoraprimeX reviews, I see the same question. How long does withdrawal take? Depositing is easy, but withdrawing is where trust gets tested for me. I separate assumptions from the actual withdrawal process. I explain withdrawal as a sequence of steps rather than a single action. I see most platforms follow a workflow of request submission, compliance review, payment approval, and banking processing. The first stage depends on me as the user, and the rest depends on internal checks and external financial channels. If I am in Belgium or the Netherlands, I might expect fast SEPA transfers, but internal compliance checks still apply. I know timing is influenced by platform policy and the banking infrastructure. I accept there is no universal instant timeline for withdrawals, and several factors affect speed. I check verification status, matching of deposit and withdrawal methods, transaction size, banking working days, and security review triggers. If my KYC is incomplete, my withdrawal will remain pending as standard AML practice. Large transactions can trigger extra checks, which usually mean compliance, not necessarily a problem. I distinguish between processing time and banking time to avoid confusion. To me, processing time is how long the platform takes to approve and release funds. Banking time is how long my bank or payment provider takes to credit the funds. For example, I have seen card refunds take several business days. I know bank transfers depend on SEPA cycles. I know crypto withdrawals depend on blockchain confirmations. If LumoraprimeX approves my withdrawal in 48 hours, but my bank takes 3 more days, the total timeline extends. Understanding this distinction helps me avoid unnecessary panic. When a withdrawal shows as pending, I interpret it as identity documents needing confirmation, the withdrawal method differing from the deposit method, additional compliance review in progress, or the request being submitted outside business hours. I accept that platforms often require funds to return to the original payment source as a security measure. I find users who complete verification proactively and keep consistent payment methods experience smoother processing. I see security depends on procedural structure, and that LumoraprimeX uses encrypted channels and identity verification layers to protect accounts. I understand withdrawal systems are designed to prevent third-party fraud, identity misuse, chargeback abuse, and unauthorized transfers. I acknowledge no financial system is immune to delays, but that structured compliance reduces risk. In my experience, preparation often determines speed. I explain that withdrawal processing depends on verification status and payment method, with platform approval taking several business days, followed by banking settlement time. I know delays usually result from incomplete KYC, mismatched payment methods, or additional compliance checks triggered by transaction size. Yes, I confirm that identity verification is generally required before withdrawals to comply with AML and security standards.